Hi everybody and welcome back to your IBS Answer Portal. This is Lawrence Bodner and today's video is T-106. The title of this video is Staying the Course. This is a continuation of your treatment protocol, first phase. If you would have looked at the thumbnail photo for this video, you would detect that it's about baking a souffle. You could see the complexity involved. It is very difficult. You have to do it exactly and correctly or it will be a flop. And anyone who ate a souffle would know, if you've ever read about it, you've seen it in the movies, it's a very difficult thing to make. Well, staying the course on your treatment protocol can be difficult too. You have to adhere to it. You must follow the rules that are laid out for you. The ideal and first most important thing is that logbook, because in the second series of videos we are going to talk about phase 2 and you're going to analyze for yourself what went wrong and how to correct your problems. So this first 6-week trial period, you are going to adhere to the FODMAP diet. You are going to log in everything that is entailed in your life for these 6 weeks. Sorry to tell you. And the most important thing you're going to ascertain is, am I lactose intolerant? That's a very, very important thing. Do I have hyperacidity? And remember I told you, you're going to be taking enzyme replacement therapy. If you do have hyperacidity, you are going to be destroying those enzymes before they achieve their effectiveness in your small intestine. So you have to observe if you're hyperacidic. You have to make sure you're not lactose intolerant. That means no dairy products. And I strongly advise that you try and be gluten-free for these 6 weeks. You must understand, your condition is a functional disorder. Your small intestines is not functioning normally. By you introducing all these foods that you always eat, which people think are healthy, they are healthy for a normal individual, but not for you when you're not producing any one of those 26 or more enzymes we produce. So, how do you begin? You log it from the first day you start your diet and your treatment protocol. When you wake up, you first go to the bathroom. You must log in detailed descriptive analysis. And I want you to talk about the consistency, the frequency, gas, cramping, bloating, everything about you. You also have to write in every time you relieve yourself throughout the day. You must also log in every food you eat. Now I outline it in that book, IBS is BS, about the enzymes you take. There are 2 critical brands that I like you to use. Enzymatic, which is Digest Gold plus probiotics, is a broad spectrum enzyme replacement therapy, and the other one is alpha-galactosidase, which you will be utilizing throughout specialty situations, and I'll go into detail about that. Most important thing is to exercise patience. Just understand, your body's not going to repair magically in a week. So I need you to be consistent, strong, and stick to your diet treatment protocol with the enzymes. Every time you eat a meal, you must take 1 Digest Gold before the meal. And if you're eating anything that has high FODMAPs, you've got to use enzyme replacement therapy. That is the alpha-galactosidase. And you're going to have to do this throughout this course of these 6 weeks. If perchance you eat food that you didn't cook yourself, or a spouse, you must be aware that there's something I call ghost ingredients. Ghost ingredients are certain products have hidden ingredients that you might not be aware of, such as complex sugars, mannitol, sorbitol. They put these in foods, high fructans, fructose, galactose. I'll go on and on and on. You do not know what's in a salad dressing, in a gravy, or in other contents. So if you eat out in restaurants, that's a big challenge for you. So I suggest you try and limit that as much as possible for the next 6 weeks. If you are forced under certain circumstances to go to a restaurant, be aware of what you're eating and what you're ordering. My advice to you is, if you eat a hamburger, do have just a grilled hamburger. Do not use any sauces, gravies, onions, garlic. And if Mexican food, like I told you in previous videos, the fiesta is suspended for 6 weeks. Stick to this diet. Most critical thing I will tell you, in approximately 7 to 10 days, you're going to start to notice a change in your body. Nothing about a cure yet, but you will have the symptoms that you normally have start to subside. Your gas, distension, cramping, bloating will start to subside. In addition, hopefully your stools will start to be not as frequent and maybe not as soft or not diarrhea anymore. Naturally, the reason for that is you are no longer eating the foods that are causing that situation. So please stick with this, follow it through for 6 weeks. Make sure you have your 2 enzyme replacement therapies. You have a logbook to log it in. Be aware of everything you eat. And if someone hands you a diet candy, you got to be aware that's absolute poison for you. So, it has no sugar. It has all the wrong sugars for you. So be aware of that. And again, if you need more detail, follow it in the book. Above all, make sure you're not hyperacidic. If you are, correct it with an antacid. And you even could use, Arm & Hammer baking soda. So just be aware of it, and you will start to improve. Understand what you're doing. And we are going to continue in this series. And be aware of what you're doing. If you want to get better, you will get better. So stay tuned for the next video. And good luck and feel better.